Hey everyone, today is Sunday, May 16th, I believe, right? I think so. It's a beautiful day. Sun is out. A couple clouds in the sky. Okay. Deer. Don't know if you can see him. His butt right between there. Where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. So I've had the sprinklers going for exactly a half hour, which should be about a quarter inch, a half hour. I get with 2, 4, 6 sprinklers on his own, which is what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm gonna go check that little Tupperware container I got out there. I know people use tuna cans and make a big deal of it. Ooh, hummingbird. It's getting water. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's still there. Right there. Where'd he go now? Oh, he's still there. Ooh. Well, I didn't get a good view of him. Sorry about that. Okay, let's check this out real quick here. So you can see if I hold that somewhat level, there's a strong quarter inch in there. So I need about an hour to get down a ½ inch of water. But what I don't like to do is run it for an hour straight, because my ground is not completely flat. It starts to get a runoff, which can cause big issues of washing out dirt and stuff. So I do it for about a half hour at a time, and I water twice. Actually, I think I have them, my sprinklers are normally set for 40 minutes, and I do it twice a day when I water. So I get a little over an inch, but since they're several hours apart, it probably ends up with about 1 inch of water. I'm sorry, ½ inch of water. So there's the hummingbird again. Let's see if I can get him. There he is. He's going in for water. Kind of cool. There's that hummingbird. I missed him, but boy, that's not very often you see him sit. I don't know if I got that on camera or not. He's up in the tree somewhere. Don't know. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you that about a half hour I get about a quarter inch, so that's why I water an hour at a time during the day, although it's 2 40-minute segments, just to allow the ground. Saturday, May 22nd, it's 75 degrees out and 75% humidity. So, as you can see, I'm hot. Sorry I haven't been filming a lot, but I have been busy. Taking down quite a few trees out of here. I just haven't had time, and nor have I felt like filming for some reason. So, but I did want to give you guys an update here. Dry, except for the last 2 days it's rained. Today has not rained, but I was able to burn all the brush for that wood last night and today. I had a near disaster last night burning all the brush, and I had most of it done. I was like, I'm gonna cut one more tree over here, and seemed simple enough. It was actually 2 trees that split right about a foot after it was coming up out of the off the ground. It split. They're not huge. That was one, and that's where it split. So it split right at the ground, and it was growing up between that pine and that pine. It was right up in between there. So I was like, well, it was leaning this way. I was like, oh, that'd be no problem. So I cut it, And as I was cutting, it started to tip that way. It started to tip that way, which was perfect. And then all of a sudden it slid off the stump and landed right there and sprung back this way towards the road, which normally wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a kind of not a busy road, but I don't think you can see them. There are two power lines. Oh yeah, you can see them right there, and right there. And it was falling right back towards those power lines, and I said, oh boy. But as because it was probably at a, I don't know, it was probably 15 degrees tipped, falling away from the power lines. When it slid off, it sprung straight back up and made me think it was going that way, but it stopped straight up and down. So I was like, oh, well, okay. That gave me a quick scare. Thought I'd be able to push it down, but it was caught up in those, you can't see me, it was caught up in those pine branches, and those pine branches pushed it back this way. So I had to go get the come along and winch it down, which it fell right where it was supposed to, but that gave me a quick scare. So hey everyone, today is Monday, May 24th. So you can tell by the sky, it's rained. We were really dry like the whole month of May. It started raining Thursday? Yeah, I think Thursday, and it rained Thursday, Friday, didn't rain Saturday, and then it rained yesterday afternoon. It poured. I think we ended up with like an inch of rain in an hour. Maybe not quite that much, but it poured. So I haven't been able to mow, so I broke the 1/3 rule here. But I just mowed tonight. It's supposed to rain again. It was wet. I hate mowing when it's wet because it's a pain in the butt to clean the mower. But I had to get it done. It's looking pretty good. This is the 3rd time I've mowed this. All in all, it's not bad. It's mowed at 1.5 inches, and it's not bad. It's really not bad. I got issues. If you ignore all the issues, it's really looks pretty darn good. So, I mean, you can see issues. Boom, boom. I think some of the issues, if you remember last year, I had an issue over there, which you can still kind of see, which I'm not sure if that's Nimblewheel or POA. I know I have parts of POA in here, sections of POA. But I honestly think, because I overseeded last year with the new Jacqueline Seed premium sod, Kentucky Bluegrass premium sod, and I had a bunch of new cultivators versus the old one that I had, and I think that's what I'm seeing. I think I'm seeing a fighting between the two mixes, even though the same mix just had different cultivars in it. So I think that's why I'm seeing so much different color change. I think it's a lighter green. It's hard to see in the camera, but like if you look here, that's really dark green. Then there's light green, really dark green. I think the newer stuff is a little bit lighter green. So, but I could be wrong. But it got, issues. Just ignore those, and then it looks good. So, yeah, been busy. There's issues, a lot of issues. Just ignore them. You can see the variances, different color greens over there. Ignore them. Looks good then. Had a couple trees get the iron termite disease, so actually I've had quite a few trees, so that's double stack there. So there's 2 rows. I got one, maybe that one, so 2. That one's gonna go 3, and then I think that one, and then 4. So 4 more trees, possibly 5, because I was a little off on my notch yesterday, and the one tree got caught up in that tree, and it ripped off a bunch of branches. That one there. So I may give that one a case of the iron termites as well, because I've tore off like 4 branches, 5 branches off that tree, and they were decent sized branches. So I did mow down here yesterday morning in the lower area. I mowed that at 2.5. So I'm leaving this longer. I tried the short down there last year. It's too rough yet, and the grass did not do well. So with the extra shade that's down there, I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer. I should get more sun in here now after taking out all these trees, but so that is mowed at 2.5, and this is 1.75 or 1.5. I'm not sure. One of those two. So not weed eated yet this year, or weed whipped, or whatever you guys call it. I call it weed eating. So I got all that nasty stuff to do. So sorry about that. I got a phone call. So that's the Poa sapina, I think that's how you say that. Poa something, not trivialis, and not brain freeze, whatever. I think that's Poa sapina. That was the sod that I put down. That's actually coming pretty good. This is the first time I mowed this all year, which again, our snow, I really couldn't mow until second week in May. I mean, it wasn't even practical. So I'm not that far behind on this, but I'm not really too concerned because, like I mentioned in the earlier video, if you guys have seen it, there's a potential big project that's going to be going on here, and there's going to be a lot of turf ripped up, a lot. So I'm really not too concerned. That kind of has me hesitant on doing a lot of work here because it's all for naught. So, but I also don't want it to look like garbage until that happens. It's gonna get destroyed as well. This should stay fairly intact, this area here. All up and over and behind me. That should stay pretty good, hopefully. So that's the brush from the trees that I've taken down up here. I gotta burn those. Probably do that this weekend, I hope. Thank you guys again. Yeah, so the edges are always horrible after the winter from the snow and stuff. Actually, this edge has always been horrible. I think I need to aerate it more. I think it's compacted too much because it was part of the driveway before, and changed it over to dirt or to lawn, and it's never really taken off very well. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. Appreciate you guys taking your time, and leave comments down below, questions down below, and I'll answer them the best I can. I'm not a professional, so some of my answers may be wrong. This is not a how-to channel. If you want a how-to channel, tune into Connor Ward, Lawn Rebel. He is the best how-to channel on the YouTube. So I thinned out that area, which I think I showed you guys previously. But back there, took out about 8 trees, just right there, try to get more sun down into here. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't know what this is. Poa? Maybe, probably, not sure. Look at that. That's so ugly. Gosh, that is ugly. And it was, oh, you can see it right here. You can see that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's Poa. I'm not a good weed person. I just know it's a weed, or not the type of grass that I want. But those are all seed heads. They seed short, so I'm guessing it is Poa. As you can see, those are all freaking seed heads, which means there's gonna be more. Because last year I don't know if you remember, I had a group here, like right in there. And then, yeah, now it's everywhere. This used to be one of my nicer sections of lawn. Not so much anymore. Not so much. Yeah, when I first seeded the Kentucky Bluegrass, this area just took off like a rocket, but it has gotten too much shade. These trees have grown a lot in the last 10 years, and too much shade over there. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit better this year. So, okay guys, again, said it to you 1,000 times. Appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. I mean, this is where it's at, right? If you're not watching this, what are you watching? Just kidding. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.